Welcome to Daniel Builds. We got some video games here. Sorry a little delay, but let's get started. We have disc games. First we have my Switch games. So let me get them out. Yes, all of them. Our first game is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, I love Mario Kart. I used to have Super Mario Party, but it doesn't work anymore. My thoughts on this game. Well, it's really nice. It's like the Wii U version, except it's the Switch version. Our next game is Monopoly for Nintendo Switch. I love Monopoly. Hardly people has ever known about the cartridges for this game. These are cartridges, by the way, and they have Nintendo Switch right there. So, my thoughts on it. Well, I like the classic boards, but not the 3D boards where they include it. Our next game is Lego The Incredibles. Now, I have a lot of Lego games on my channel, and the one I have, one of the games in my 3DS collection, has not been it has been 100%. Lego games are hard to get 100% because you have to get red bricks and mini kits and all that stuff. My thoughts on it. Well, I love the Incredibles movies, but it's not my cup of tea. Our next game is Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Now, I beat the first boss. It's a wild racing. It's about both Crash Team Racing and Crash Nitro Kart all revved up. Now, my thoughts on it. Sorry, there was a fly on the camera. But anyways, this game is really good. So let me line them up so we can show you my Nintendo Switch. Our next game is Paw Patrol on a Roll. Now, this game, it's a 2D game, and I hate 2D games. My thoughts on it. Well, Crash Team Racing Nitro. It's Mario. It's kind of like Mario, except it's Paw Patrol. Our final game is Lego Marvel Super Heroes 2. Now, I have Mario Maker 2 somewhere else, but I'll get that to in a second. It's the same thing, but except the whole pouches on the floor. The game I don't have in my collection right now, these are all my games, by the way. The game I don't have in my collection right now is Super Mario Maker 2. My thoughts on it, they just came with 3 updates, but with lots of content. The third update had added new modes, new parts, etc. The first game just updated, so that's all my Switch games. So let's move on to the DS games. Our first DS game is Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, the video game. Now, based on all my things says my name on it, so they know it's mine. This game is really good. Now, I was scratching my nose. Okay, so this game it acts just like the 4 Pirates of the Caribbean movies. My thoughts on it, it's really good. Our next game is Monopoly. This is the DS version that doesn't work. Here's why. Right there. This game, it plays just like the regular Monopoly board. It has the classic board on this game where we did covered earlier. My thoughts on it. Well, I haven't beat the AI because the AI beat me, and it was really good. Our next DS game is Lego Harry Potter Years 1 through 4. Now, I'm stuck on a level on this game. It's really good. They came up with a Nintendo Switch version of this and this. They came up with both games they came up with a rare double pack of these both games. We'll cover this eventually. This game is really good. Stack them all in the pile. Our next game is Lego Harry Potter Years 5 through 7. Now this game, I have completed story mode, and it was a lot of breaking and a lot of not getting caught. Eventually I know how to play it, but it was really good. And my thoughts on it. It's good. It came in 2011. Our next game is Cars 2. I'm trying to do story mode, so this game is kind of tough, tricky. See? Cars 2 right there. This game is really hard. It's a racing game too. Our next game is Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. I'm missing Lego Star Wars, the complete saga. My thoughts on it, I'm still stuck on the snow level. But this game, I love the way Princess Leia walks in this game. It's really good, in the poem music, so catchy. My thoughts on it, it's Star Wars. Our next game is Lego Star Wars 3: The Clone Wars. Now this game is, I like the yellow one, and that's what he says when you're the brakes. And Lego games, when you break, you die. There's some Lego games that if you break, it's a level fail. You have to try again. And some Lego games, you break, you continue playing. But there's one particular game where you break, you have to. It's called Lego Ninjago Ninjoids, and we'll get to that soon. But this game, kind of really good. Here's all the games we covered so far. We have a lot of them to get to it, so let's get started. Our next game is Lego Battles. There's a sequel to this. It's Ninjago. Now Lego Battles, I'm still stuck in the King story. There's like six stories on this game. Thoughts on it? It's Lego, but if your team breaks, it's game over. Our next game is Lego Battles Ninjago. This is like the first Ninjago game, but it has Kai on it. See right there's Kai's eyes. My thoughts on it? Same thing with Lego Battles. Same thing, if your home team breaks, you die. Our next game is Mushy Monsters Mushroom Zoo. Now, I completed this game in the past, but I'm giving it my second best effort. You have to collect mushrooms to be a zoo. You have to train them, feed them, or sell it. It's only like a pet. It's a virtual pet. Next game, Lego Marvel Superheroes Universe in Peril. Like I said earlier, some of these Lego games, see, there's the Lego logo right there. There's some Lego games, if you die, you say level fail, game over. Now I'm stuck on the boss battle. Look at that. We cover all of these games, and there's like 2 more pages to get going. So let's get started. Our next game is the Quest Trio. Now, this game is a puzzle game, and I love puzzle games. I think my thoughts on it, it makes your DS turn sideways. Our next game is Scrabble. Scrabble is one of my family's favorite games to play, and it makes your DS turn sideways. My thoughts on it, it's a word game. Next game is Solitaire Overload. There's like 101 solitaire games on this. That's a lot of solitaire, but I don't like playing solitaire that much. Our next game is 50 Classic Games. 50 Classic Games. there's like chess and checkers and lots of other 50 board games. There's like storing card games, board games, and tower games. My thoughts on it, it's games. Just mini games. Next game is, the Puzzle Collection. Now, this game, how I say it, this game, kinda good, but except it turns the sideways, I think. My thoughts on it, not my cup of tea. Our next game is Bejeweled 3. Now, this game it's Bejeweled. And Bejeweled it's like Candy Crush. And not a good game at Candy Crush. My thoughts on it, it's Jewels. Our next game is Up. This is the video game based on the movie Up. I got past level 1 finally, but level 2 is much harder. Do not try level 2, because if you travel too much, you'll get detected. That's just warning, because this game is a total nightmare. Our next game is Ice Age 2: The Meltdown, the video game. This game, I played the tutorial, but the first level is really hard. Thoughts on it? I love Ice Age, but I don't like the video games that came with it. So let me do like this. Our next game is Wheel of Fortune. Excuse me, I have to scratch my nose again. Anyways, back to the game. This game, I'm getting some severely notages. So here's the game card again. Still says day on the back. One of the things has these are my games. Now, this game, I hardly got Mario games in here, but I'm gonna have a few Mario games and that's it. Wheel of Fortune. It's based on the TV show. My thoughts on it, not good. I used to have Jeopardy in my collection, but my thoughts on it, I don't have the game card with me, so But my thoughts on it, it's hard. Next is another game show game. Seen it? It's Are You Smarter Than the 5th Grade Game Time. I can't beat the game. It's just there's like the skill levels of it's like subjects. I need to go back and learn some more on Khan Academy so I can beat this game. The reason I can't beat these games right now because I don't have a DS. And once I'll show you some walkthroughs of these games. Our next game is one of my favorites. The Price is Right. Ooh, that reminds me. I think there's a Price is Right thing on tonight. So we better end this video quickly. I think I'll do a part 2 of this tomorrow, or after I watch a video on this about Grand Nintendo Super Mario Party Plush. Let's just finish these games up, and then I can stop the video. This game is the 2010 edition. Really good. Our next game is I love Scooby-Doo. This game is called Scooby-Doo and the Spooky Swamp. I haven't 100% completed this game yet, but I'm still stuck on the first place. I like to collect pup treats and try to collect pup treats and stuff. But here's a spoiler from the game. After you reach the bazaar, you get arrested and get put to jail. That's the worst part of the game. When you get to jail twice. Reminds me a lot of Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. Our next game is another game show game. It's called Deal or No Deal. You're trying to make deals out. The bank is trying to sell you the case. I've seen the game show and it's a lot different than this game. My final thoughts on it, not my cup of tea. Some of these games are not my cup of tea. I know. Some of these games are not my cup of tea. Our next game is Press Your Luck. I need to quickly end this video. This game is really good. It's the 2010 edition. I'm stuck on one show, but that's it. I'm not giving you my final thoughts because it's a game show. Showing you what it's about, and that's it. Our next game is Picross 3D. Now I love 3D, but except you have to build something. Well, it's in a certain, you have to break things in a certain. There's a time limit, and I hate being timed. Our next game, we have 3 more games left. These 3 games. Our next game is SimCity DS. There's a lot of tutorials on this game. You build your own Sim City, and I don't like Sims. I don't like Sims. Our next game is Plants vs. Zombies. Now, this game, there is a mobile version of this game. Please check it out. And comment down below if you do you like. It's about plants being on zombies. It's like this. I've watched a movie earlier today about animals trying to stop a human. Reminds me a lot of this game, Plants vs. Zombies. This is our first Mario game, Mario Kart 7. Now, one of my family members have 100% complete this game. This is where you introduce the diving and the gliding technique. But I forgot, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe have the same thing, diving, and we just the anti-gravity technique, where they drive on walls and ceilings. Cool, I love Mario Kart. Okay, that's all in the pink case. Well, I think tomorrow we'll do a part 2 video of all the games in this case. Bye-bye.